Okay, so I'm here with Jeff Richard.
So good to be here. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Thank you for having me.
Mm-hmm. So what brings you to Nashville?
We are here. We started coming to Nashville with Carondelet a few years ago to exhibit at the annual Amigo Nashville show down in Franklin. And
right, that's where I met you.
Exactly. Yeah. We come and we exhibit at the show every year. We have a big double booth filled with our hand-wound pickups and our guitars. And over the past few years, I've met you and so many other wonderful guys that have embraced our product and embraced me, and we've just hit it off wonderful. And every time I come to town, though, I'm running that booth. And so I came to town this week with no commitments whatsoever, other than hanging out with all these cool people I've been meeting at these shows in recent years and spending time with them and making their guitars sound better. That's what we do.
And it's such a good hang, the Amigo Guitar Show. I mean, it's so everybody comes through, right?
Oh yeah, it's astonishing. You know, the talent that comes through, pro and novice. I mean, we've had guys that they aren't pros. They do it because they love it, and they'll play the strings off the thing.
This is actually the guitar that caught my eye, and then I picked it up and started playing it, and whoa, I was just blown away. This is to me, this is kind of like the ideal Tele. Like the weight on it is beautiful. You know, I love the finish. I love this belly contour because it's got a little bit of a belly, and yeah, just the neck, like the neck carve and everything is just perfect. It's not too fat, not too skinny. But I understand you got some new pickups in this now.
Yeah,
right?
since when you played it, it had basically what we call our Carondelet T, short for Tele, and it's basically just our, I don't want to use the term generic, it's our idea of what a great Tele should sound like. The things that have worked in a Telecaster pickup for 70 years, we didn't change them. Some of the things that I thought could be improved upon, ranging from tone to durability and lifespan, I took a little bit of poetic license. You know, I'm not a scientist. I'm not an engineer as it pertains to winding pickups. I'm a guy who's played guitar for 40 years, and I basically design what I think sounds good and what I think feels good. And if we have to bend a few rules or just outright break them, I love to tell people I'm not breaking any rules because I don't know them. And so that works too. But but what's going on with these pickups, the pickups you played before were our standard Tele fare. Since you and I hung out last, I have a new Carondelet user, Kenny Neal, Baton Rouge blues artist. He comes from a prominent blues family. He's got a Grammy. He's got a couple of nominations, countless blues awards from different blues organizations. And he asked me, he plays a 68 Tele. And he asked me, he said, I want you to fatten that thing up. You know, no offense to Nashville, but we didn't want the Nashville sound. We wanted more of that Chicago blues, that, you know, Mississippi River Delta blues sound. And we just had to put some fat on the pickups. And so basically what these are overwound with emphasis on mid-range and body.
Wow. Man, that's cool because it's still got like all the sparkle too. It's still a Tele,
right?
But yeah, it's just got more body. Let's get a quick tune on it. I'm kind of a tuning freak. Just acoustically.
Yeah, in the case of this one, the body is pine. It is a thin skin Nitro finish, rosewood fingerboard, big old giant frets. You know, it's just a really good little workhorse. The pine, it's a insanely lightweight guitar too. That's one of those guitars that, you know, if you have a 3-hour gig, you like wearing a guitar like that.
Yeah, the older I get, you know, I test gear by picking it up first. It's inevitable. That's just gorgeous. So just for reference, I'm playing through an exact tone board. This is very typical of what you might call a Nashville board. It's got a bunch of stuff on it, but right now there's all I've got on it is an Archer Clean. It's like the archetypical clean boost. Just to give it a little bit of zhuzh. This is what it sounds like without it. Oh yeah. It's still got that wiry Tele thing.
Oh, one of the other things kind of unusual about my Tele pickups, and really my Strat pickups too, my Fender guitar pickups, I use a hybrid magnet design.
Really?
In the case of these pickups, the top strings are Alnico 5. Alnico 5 tends to have an inherent scoop, and really makes the wound strings pop nice.
Yeah.
And then on the plain strings, Alnico 2, which has more of a flat line EQ. And what that does is it preserves the treble, but it gets rid of the spiky, icy treble.
Ice pick, yeah.
Right, yeah. You know, good. We got rid of the bad treble. We kept the good treble.
Yeah, it's still everything you want out of a Tele. I mean,
check out
really...
the neck pickup. So often when we'll play Teles, everyone listens to the bridge pickup, and the neck pickup's almost an afterthought. And so in this case, though, we had a neck pickup that's almost, it's got a really nice, bold fatness to it. PHAT-ness.
Yeah.
And the pickups are opposite wind direction, opposite polarities. So if you go in the middle, it is not only awesome sounding, but it is hum-free.
Hum-free. Sweet. You might have a hard time getting this guitar away from me, honestly. I still haven't found my forever Tele, but this might be it, actually.
Sounds great.
Yeah. Oh, it's making me play better. I really love this back shape. It's got a little bit of a soft V to it. I got big hands,
This neck, I didn't make this neck. This neck was made, it was made by Fujijin in Japan.
Okay.
And that neck contour is it is a sweet feel.
Yeah.
It's a very sweet feel. I deal with a handful of vendors, just from the idea, nobody does it perfect for everybody. And, it's like, just like walking into a restaurant that has a diverse menu.
Yeah.
And so we've got a handful of guys that we get necks from, but those Fujijin necks, folks rave about them.
Yeah,
I have a couple of my personal guitars with them.
What I love about this type of pickup too, this type of guitar, is how well it holds up with distortion. You can hit it with a lot of gain and it doesn't crap out.
Those hybrid magnets really come into play there.
Yeah.
When you start adding gain to a bridge pickup on a Fender in general, I don't care if it's a Tele or a Strat, whatever. You start adding, high gain to it. You run, you're going to start getting that ice picky stuff. And those A2s, they don't have as much magnetic pull. It's more of a flat line EQ. Like I was saying, they kind of diffuse the nasty treble, but they preserve the good treble, which is exactly what we would want.
I love the way it cleans up too. I mean, listen to that. That's a good clean sound. But you still got all this. Really responsive to dynamics. Okay, let's put the boot in, go to the high gain channel. Man, you're gonna have a hard time getting this thing away from me. Yeah, it's a great blues telly, but it could also twang like a mofo. Killer. So let's see what else we got.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, man.
Well, you see, I would say this is definitely a beefy, fatter, bluesier telly. But, you know, we also need to talk about tellies on steroids.
Oh, okay.
When we talk about a telly on steroids,
Yeah.
That's a common descriptive when people talk about vintage PAFs.
Right.
And I think that this is an excellent segue into our next mad science project.
Okay.
Your new Les Paul.
How about This bomb-ass guitar is an Orville by Gibson Les Paul. Built in the Fujigen factory in Japan in 1989, it's a licensed replica of a 59 burst, down to the nitro finish, lightweight mahogany, and long neck tenon construction. I bought it on Facebook Marketplace, specifically as a bed for these pickups.
The pickups that we're going to be putting in there are a pickup that I'm working with our mutual friend, Owen Barry. Owen is the current touring guitar player for the Chicks. And, Owen and I have become good friends in recent times, and he and I have been talking about developing him more or less an ultimate PAF pickup. Owen and I have been trying to do is try to capture that vintage vibe, but with a splash of modern. Because, you know, music has changed in the last 70 to 80 years, and so the pickups need to evolve just a touch as well, but not too much.
Right.
You know how we are as guitar players. You know, we want change, but we don't.
I'll do a full demo of it when I have Owen in the studio. Be sure to subscribe for notifications. Next up on the bench, this weirdo, the Iban Knot. It began life as a $75 Chinese knockoff gem body I found on an Akron pawn shop wall. Then I pimped it out with an eBay neck and premium parts, including a sustainer, a Schaller Floyd, and this silly headstock decal. But shred guitars usually sacrifice tone for ergonomics, and this one is no exception, flat and lifeless. I went through a few different bridge pickups, but I could never find one I was satisfied with. Jeff heard my anguished cry for help and custom wound me one. I gave him absolutely no guidance beyond make it mo better. Let's see what happens.
Well, why don't we pull up and take a look? Yes.
See, I'm going to hear all the notes in that chord when I turn down. Well, it's been a long time since I played any of this stuff, but boy, is that fun. There's like all the fat and like all the meat you could ever want. Oh man, this is so fun though. It's like, it's got like so much more character and just aggression. I mean, you can hear it in those eighth notes.
It doesn't sound splatty.
Yeah, it's got some
Hear
teeth.
all the different notes and everything. Like I was saying before, it didn't have the separation. It was kind of splatty. It was like
Kinda
when you hit
splatty.
something, it was like,
Yeah.
you know.
Now every note in the chord, even with a shit ton
It
of
went
gain.
from being a shotgun to a sniper rifle.
Nicely done, sir. Yeah, I didn't know what I wanted, but he did.
I know what he wants.
Yeah. This has been great, man.
Yes, indeed.
You're
Oh,
a
we got
prince.
more. We got more.
Yeah?
We got more.
Oh, okay. Okay, here's what's going on now. He's going to bring me a surprise. This is another one of his builds that I have not seen before. So we wait with bated breath.
Okay.
And an Arnold Palmer. Oh my God. Oh my God, that is beautiful. This might be the Strat of my dreams right here.
Okay, well, that is not your everyday average bear of a Strat, Yogi. What's going on here is if you look very closely at those three single coils, show them on the camera. If you show them on here,
they have screws.
they have screws because those are not traditional Fender Blueprint pickups. Those have more in common with a Gibson P90 than they do with a Fender Strat pickup. Basically, what's going on with this, these are the pickups we call our SPAs. S for Strat, P for, what is P for? I forget. P90, and A is for Alnico because of the magnets. But basically what's going on here is I took a Gibson P90 Blueprint and I compressed it into a Fender footprint. And so basically what's going on here is this is P90 squeezed. They have the girth and the fatness of a great old soap bar or a dog ear.
Yeah.
Because the field that it samples of the strings is narrower, the coil is smaller, these have the articulation and the presence of a Fender pickup. Best way to describe this guitar, it's the missing link. Where, you know, like you'll hear some guys say, oh, I'm a Fender guy, Gibsons are too muddy.
Yeah.
But they like this.
Yeah.
Or a guy says, oh, I'm a Gibson guy, Fenders are too thin.
Yeah.
But they like this. And so it's a cool missing link just from the, and this guitar really does everything. And there's a hidden feature here. This right there, this tone knob, if you pull it up, it turns this pickup on regardless of where the blade is.
Oh, cool.
So if you're in the bridge, you go to your bridge and pull this up and that comes on,
thing.
It's these two. So you can basically get the Tele thing or a Les, or considering they're kind of P90, you know, you can get the Les Paul Special thing.
Oh man, that's killer.
And then if you go to this position right here,
you got
it
all
is
three.
All three. And I don't know how to describe all three other than the idea that when you run those three pickups, you can get not only the cleanest of clean electric sounds. If you're a good player like yourself and you manipulate your strumming hand up in this area,
you can almost get an acoustic.
You can fake an acoustic good enough that, look at it this way, you'll appreciate. You can fake it good enough that you don't have to go to a fly gig with an acoustic.
That's gorgeous.
Now,
let's talk about this
going
neck
to your
pickup
neck pickup, going to your neck pickup like that now you'll be able to hear the idea that it doesn't sit in the Fender camp, it doesn't sit in the Gibson camp. It's kind of somewhere in between.
Yeah. And no hum.
See, like this sound right here, bridge and middle, it's hum canceling, and this is where you get like your Ty Tabor sound.
Right.
You know, that King's X rhythm sound that's just so cool.
It kind of reminds me of the Brian May tone too.
If you called me up and you said, Jeff, I'm playing a gig in South Louisiana and the airline lost all my crap, I need to borrow one of your guitars.
It's this guitar.
This is the guitar I would bring to make your set sound is
correct.
As correct as it could.
Okay, let's put the boot in. Go to the high gain into the high gain camp.
That was bridge by itself. Yeah,
it's got some balls. It really barks. It's got a little bit of a sort of like a P90-ish humbucky character to it. Sweet. Let's talk about this finish for a second too. You're killing me with this finish. The checking, I mean, I don't know if you can see that. The checking on it is beautiful. I love this little bit of forearm wear, like exposing the primer underneath.
Yeah, this was done by my good friends at MJT
in
Missouri. Right. You know, like I was saying, I'm a pickup maker, and I bring certain things to the table as far as building guitars, but I would say more fabricating, from the idea that we get vendors involved who are incredible at what they do. Kind of like the idea. MJT is a leader in thin skin Relic Nitro. We bring the leader in, you know.
It's they're like a household name in that world.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you know, it's like if we're gonna make a cool guitar to show off the pickups. I'm not sure if I told you how the demo guitar started. The whole thing started when we started making pickups. You know, we realized, okay, now we got to market and promote and show off these pickups. Well, you know, from going to pickup websites, it's this collection of adjectives and adverbs and all these buzzwords. You know, buttery, gooey, chewy, sparkly, chimey.
A lot of it's placebo.
Yeah, exactly.
Placebo effect.
You know, the logic was, you know, wouldn't it be easier if we just put it in a guitar and hand it to people and just say, knock yourself out? The other thing too, it's not just about the way it sounds, it's the way it feels. Yeah. Does it have a fast recoil? Does it have an inherent sag to it? You know, kind of like a tube rectifier versus solid state rectifier. Yeah. Same thing. Well, anyway, so we started doing these demo guitars just to sell the pickups at trade shows. Guys like yourself, they'd say, man, I love the pickups, but I really like the guitar too. Will you sell me the whole guitar? And I'm like, well, yeah, I'll just make another one. Well, fast forward to now, I think we've made about maybe 70 of these, you know? So it's like, wow, we didn't foresee that, but we'll take it. Yeah. You know? Yeah, that Goto tremolo rules. I love the Goto. I am a Goto hardware junkie, from the idea that they make incredible hardware at great prices. You can't go wrong with it.
It's right here. And making use of the pickup switch.
You hear those notes decaying?
Yeah.
That's soulful. I'm squinting with you. I'm making guitar faces too.
The title track. Anyway, I'm having too much fun over here.
It sounds great.
It's like it does everything I want a Strat to do, but it's got like a whole other gear. Cool. I think that just about covers it.
I think so.
Yeah. Well, thanks for coming.
Oh, dude.
This has been a really amazing day.
Oh, I've had a blast. I can't wait. I think we should do this monthly.
I'm loving those pickups, man. It really
Thank you.
It makes a huge difference. You know, it's just a massive, massive upgrade. Why have a hamburger when you can have filet mignon?
Exactly. That's a good analogy. Yes,
Yeah.
indeed. To find out more about who I am, what I do, why anyone should care, it's carondeletpickups.com. We've got a lot of sound clips of different pickups and everything. And the contact information, this is someone calling Carondelet Pickups right now. Anyway, the contact information is to me. If you call the number, I answer the phone, and I'd love to talk to you about how your guitar isn't cutting it and how we can make it cut it.
Awesome. Thanks again.
Thank you so much, Tristan.
Peace.